Welcome back to our channel. Have you ever wondered where the most expensive place to live in the world is? Well, brace yourself for a tour of the velvet ropes and golden price tags, because here are the top 12 most expensive countries to live in the world in 2024. Choosing the perfect place to call home involves a thoughtful consideration of various factors. Foremost among these is the consideration of cost of living, housing, utilities, and everyday expenses. Job opportunities in the area, as well as overall economic stability, play a pivotal role, while the quality of education and healthcare facilities are crucial for those with or planning to have children. However, the perfect place to call home is a subjective choice that aligns with an individual's unique lifestyle and values. In this video, we'll explore some countries that you might consider for a lifestyle that suits your preferences. We looked at the newest info from Numero's cost of living index to find out which countries are the most expensive to live in. The index scores are like percentages, showing how the cost of living compares to New York City, which is set at 100%. If a country scores less than 100, it's cheaper than living in New York City. And if it scores more than 100, it's more expensive. So, without further ado, let's start the countdown. Number 12, United States. One significant factor that makes the US one of the most expensive countries is the high cost of healthcare, which is known to be the most expensive globally. In 2021, the average person in the United States had to spend a substantial $12,318 on healthcare alone. Additionally, the cost of renting a home, especially in major cities like San Francisco, New York, Los Angeles, Chicago, and Miami, is notably high. For instance, a one bedroom apartment in the city center can cost around $1,850 per month. Number 11, Australia. Australia heavily depends on imports, leading to higher prices for various everyday items. The impact is particularly evident in grocery stores where essential goods like bottled water, milk, and beer come with a noticeably higher set of price tags. Adding to these challenges is the ongoing cost of living crisis, which is making price increases even more pronounced. One area significantly affected is rental prices. According to analysis by CoreLogic, the median weekly rental price for houses and units reached $374 in May of the previous year. This marked a substantial 11.7% increase from the same period in 2022. The combination of reliance on imports and the ongoing cost of living crisis is creating financial strains, especially in terms of housing costs for individuals living in Australia. Number 10, Denmark. With a monthly living cost of around $3,000, excluding rent, Denmark is well known for providing a high quality of life and extensive public services. The country's welfare system, funded by high taxes, ensures excellent healthcare, education, and social services for its residents. However, the country is notably expensive for those who enjoy retail therapy. A pair of jeans cost over $102, and even shoes like a pair of Nikes is around $103. Despite these high costs, Denmark's residents have good purchasing power, ranking 13th globally. This means that the people in Denmark have the financial means to handle the higher cost of living, allowing them to enjoy the benefits of their quality of life and the unique aspects of their vibrant and progressive society. Number 9, Norway. Norway, the second most expensive among the Scandinavian countries, now stands at ninth place on our list, down from sixth last year. The index score dropped from 88.6 to 82.2, possibly due to a slight decrease in prices for food and non alcoholic drinks. Norway has a high VAT rate at 25%, one of the world's highest, making most everyday items more expensive. While food has a lower tax rate of 15%, it's still considered pricey, especially beer. On average, a 12-ounce bottle of imported beer costs $8.52. The country has an average monthly living expense of about $3,200, excluding rent. The higher cost is somewhat balanced by the country's substantial wages. Norway's economy, supported by oil and gas exports, places a strong emphasis on environmental sustainability and social welfare. Number 8, Jersey. Jersey is part of the British Crown dependency and falls under the Channel Islands. While it's not exactly a standalone country, its cost of living is significantly higher than that of the UK, and a big chunk of its difference is due to rental expenses. In general, consumer prices in Jersey are roughly 27% bigger. When it comes to renting property, the cost in Jersey is remarkably higher also, standing at an astounding 75% more expensive than in the UK. This means that living in Jersey, particularly in terms of housing, can be considerably pricier. Number 7, Barbados. Barbados is an independent island nation in the Caribbean, specifically located in the Lesser Antilles of the West Indies. It's the fourth most densely populated country in the Americas, and its capital, Bridgetown, is home to about 120,000 people. Most goods in Barbados are brought in from other places, which makes the cost of living high, and the local purchasing power isn't that strong. Similar to Norway, Barbados' index score decreased from 88.8 to 84.2 throughout the past year. In 2022, the government took steps to lower inflation, like temporarily reducing VAT on energy bills and bringing down the prices of essential foods. Even though living costs are high, Barbados remains committed to education. The government invests significantly in the mostly state owned education system, boasting one of the world's highest literacy rates at an astounding 99.7%. For a single person to live comfortably on the island, the average cost ranges from $2,200 to $2,800. Despite the high living expenses, many wealthy retirees and investors choose to buy property and settle in Barbados. Number 6, Singapore. The cost of living in Singapore shot up from the middle of 2022 to the middle of 2023, and the index score jumped from 79.09% to 85.9. Living in this bustling city state has an average monthly cost of around $2,800, not including rent. Buying a new car is pricier in Singapore compared to almost any other country because the government here adds taxes and tariffs to control traffic. Singapore is known for its strict rules, organized society, and being a hub for global business and finance. It's also praised for having a great education system, excellent healthcare, and strong public safety. The city's mix of Malay, Chinese, Indian, and Western cultures makes it for a unique social environment. Number 5, Iceland. Iceland moved up the rankings from 8th to 5th in the mid year data last year, as its index score increased from 83.3 at the beginning of 2003 to 87.7 due to growing inflation. Because Iceland is so far away, the average monthly living cost is about $3,100, not including rent. The high cost of bringing in goods and a busy tourism industry makes everyday items more expensive. Iceland is famous for its stunning landscapes like glaciers and volcanoes, attracting visitors from around the world. The country is doing a great job with renewable energy and protecting the environment. Despite the high cost of living, Iceland offers a strong community, a great standard of living, and a special connection to nature. Reykjavik, especially, has a lively cultural scene, focusing on arts, music, and literature. Number 4, Bahamas. Bahamas is famous for its dreamy beaches and crystal clear blue waters. It comprises over 700 breathtaking islands that are part of the country, out of which only 30 are inhabited. But it's also known for the high cost of living there. On average, people spend around $2,700 each month, not counting rent. Because the economy relies a lot on bringing in things from other places, the prices for goodies, groceries, utilities, and other basics shoots up. Buying property, especially in areas that tourists love, is also pretty expensive. As stated on a local retailer website, the average monthly rental price for a one bedroom apartment in the Bahamas is approximately $1,800. The overall cost of living for a single person is reported to be at over $3,800 per month nationwide. But the Bahamas isn't just about pretty views. Its chill island lifestyle, warm weather, and friendly community make it an irresistible paradise for those who can afford it. Number 3, Cayman Islands. The Cayman Islands is located on the Caribbean Sea and is known for being a British overseas territory and a famous tax haven. According to Numbeo, it has an index score of 115.4. Being an island, the Cayman Islands face the challenge of importing many items, and goods brought in from other countries usually have an import tax ranging from 22 to 27%. This makes food and groceries quite pricey. For example, the average cost of a mid range three-course meal for two people is almost $132, and a regular cappuccino will set you back over six. The high cost of importing goods contributes to the overall expensive nature of everyday items in the Cayman Islands. Additionally, the tourism oriented economy and the demand for various services in this tropical destination play a role in elevating prices. Number 2, Switzerland. Switzerland is renowned for its stunning landscapes and high standards of living, but it does come with a hefty price tag. In 2018, research by the ECA International revealed that four of the world's five most expensive cities were Swiss, making it unsurprising that life in Switzerland is costly. Everyday things like childcare, dining out, and cinema tickets are pricier there than many other places, and prices have been on the rise. The nation's index score increased from 114.2% to 117.3% in the past year. On the bright side, Switzerland has high purchasing power, meaning most citizens can afford a comfortable lifestyle. The average monthly cost of living, excluding rent, is around $3,300. The country's strong economy, centered on banking, finance, and pharmaceuticals, supports high average incomes, helping to balance out the high cost. Cities like Zurich and Geneva offer an exceptional quality of life, known for their cleanliness and efficiency. Switzerland's unique blend of cultural influences, breathtaking scenery, and commitment to innovation and sustainability make it a sought after destination for those seeking a secure, prosperous, and high quality lifestyle. Number one, Bermuda. Bermuda has claimed the title of the world's most expensive country to live in, surpassing even Switzerland, a position that it's held since 2020. In the spring of 2023, Jason Hayward, Bermuda's Minister of Economy and Labor, highlighted the primary factor behind Bermuda's high cost of living: housing. He emphasized the need for landlords to play a role in addressing this issue by offering reasonable and affordable rent rates. However, it's not just the cost of rent contributing to the high living expenses. Similar to many other island nations, Bermuda produces very little of its own food or consumer goods and heavily relies upon imports, typically from the US. This reliance makes Bermuda the world's most expensive country for groceries. Import taxes in Bermuda remain excessively high, leading to elevated retail costs across various goods, ranging from food to fuel. Interestingly, these import taxes stand as the government's second largest source of revenue, followed closely behind by payroll taxes. The combination of high housing costs, expensive groceries, and exorbitant import taxes collectively places Bermuda at the top of the list of the world's most expensive places to live. And that's all. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, hit the bell icon so you never miss an upload. See you in our next video.